Okay, recording has started, and I mean, this is just my YouTube, but whatever. So here are the things. Here are all the outstanding things that I think that is left to do. Like here, the two key things, right, are database and CSS framework. I'm going to say framework. This doesn't necessarily mean like Tailwind or something, or it just means that like we have a design system between the two of us. So like we have some expectation of like what a table will look like and what a fucking nav bar looks like and what color scheme we're using and all that sort of stuff. So that like as we go forward, right? Like we can autonomously make choices about the design decisions that we want to make for a page, and those things will like work together. So these two things are like the core thingies, right? Like I'll double star these. How about that? Double star these bad boys because they're like, okay. So let's just say critical item. But in my mind, it's not really a complete stack. Right, so the full stack left is everything above, plus we need structured logging. We need DB migrations because we're going to want to like deploy this somewhere else, and we're going to want the database to have the same shape of tables. We might want metrics so that we can see stuff like, you know, how fast a response is coming back from our server or how much memory we're using and all those sorts of things. Like we're going to do this right. Do you know what I mean? Like we're going to do stuff properly. And then loading config from a file or environment variables. Because we're going to hard code some stuff, like especially today now, like we're going to connect to a database, right? And that requires you to have, well, in our instance, it doesn't require us to have a username and password, but most of the time when you're connecting in production, you're going to need username, password, the address of the database, because obviously it's not on your local machine, right? It's probably somewhere else in RDS. And so all of those things you don't want to hard code into your Go and then compile, right? Because that's fucking stupid. Like it would mean that you'd have to rewrite your code you'd have to change your code every time you wanted to like point your database at a different thing, which is not, that's not how we do that. So this is like, I would say these here, this one is actually fucking critical. We might even just do this today because it's like that much of a thing. And then we need a file server for our static assets. So this is our CSS style sheets, fav icon, and any other static shit like pictures, PNG, JPEG, whatever. Let me see. If I was being picky. Yeah, okay, I guess as well. Then we got to deploy the fucker, so deployment, which will be, I think for us is going to probably be something like Heroku. But I have an AWS account. What I would really like us to do is to stick it on a Kubernetes, and then I can start showing you a bit of that. But this is like very, very hardcore. Like, this is a lot more than what we need right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Hardcore, man.
Yeah, we're probably just going to be like Heroku or low. Let's just say low code, no code deployment. Go deployment. And again, like this is my specialty. This is what I do for a job, like this stuff here. Like the actually deploying like stuff into the cloud and like scaling it is like what they pay me money to do. So I could literally we could turn the whole project into this, but that's not what we're here to do. Like I could show you how to like actually do like crazy shit, but we're just gonna say like sorry, again, I'm trying to do Vim stuff when I don't have Vim binding. So Heroku or sorry, I've got insert mode on. There we go. Or low no code go deployment in the clouds. We don't need to. We're not going to do caching. I'm just not going to bother with that. This will do for now. I think like
Yeah.
the thing that you kind of do, like, unless you're in a large organization like Blue Origin or Uber or whatever, whatever company, these things will already be set out in front of you by your team. So, like, for example, in the team that I am in, like the large organization that I'm in, I'm not talking about the 5-man people that are my actual co-workers. I'm talking like there's 400 of us, and so for your service to get into production, there's like a big checklist that you've got to go through, and it has all of this stuff in, and it's like it has very specific things, like you have to use a particular library in a particular way, or otherwise like our logging stack won't like you and you suck and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, this is, I would say, the minimal shit that we're going to need to get done to make this thing real. But yeah, so I just wanted to do this for a second because I just want you to know that, like, we are only about, like, we've got to the bit where we're like version 0.01. If we get these two things in, like, this will be a functional thing, but this is not a real thing until we've done this. So,
You think we can do this in 2 weeks?
yes, I could.
Okay. I'm very excited.
Like, if it was just me chugging on my own, I would probably have implemented this. Like, let me show you how how I would sequence this in my head as like me if I wasn't teaching you, right? I probably would have put slog in first, then I would have picked a DB, DB, and DB needs migrations, so we might do migrations today as well, and then actually, even before any of this stuff, I would have put the file server in. I would have messed around with GoTemple, and then given myself a file server, and then did some structured login and put a DB and some migrations in. So, like, I would have approached this kind of like differently, do you know? But that's just because I'm a back-end developer, and I've written hundreds of services, and so I just kind of know what I know what I need, if that makes any sense. You get like a sense, a feel for it,
Right.
But yeah, anyway, okay, so not super important, but I think it is worth talking about, like, what actually goes into a service, and what what my vision for the final outcome is of this project, I guess. So yeah, today, we are. Firstly, I'm going to merge your code into master, because you've done a lot more work than what is in the master branch, and I want to pull that in, and then I'm going to do just a little bit of a cleanup on top of that, if that's cool with you. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah.
Okay, alright, okay, cool. So, we'll get my terminal up, and we're going to go into the Hextech project. Cool. And then we'll check out, oh no, I don't have that command here. I'm just going to check out main. Cool. I'm gonna git pull. Cool. So you can merge on the command line, but how you'll do it in a company usually is you will do something a bit like this. So you will make a pull request. Do you know what a pull request is?
It's like requesting the branch be reviewed
Yeah.
for the differences before it's actually merged.
Yeah, bingo. Yeah, exactly. So we're in a scenario where you've done something like this, right? Like, excuse my like fucking ASCII drawing here. I could probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Here we go. This is the fucking bat. Oh, I should bring out the Paint 3D for the real billiarders experience. That's fucking
Yeah, man.
crazy, bro. Okay. How do I do width?
What are
Fine.
you trying to do? Okay.
So we've got main branch running along here. Somewhere back here. So let's just say time equals 0 here, and this is time running forward this way, right?
Yep.
You branched off So the code here between these two things are now similar, but obviously there's differences as you've like done this. A pull request is you literally saying, I want to like put this history here, all this shit. Like I want to pull this like history into the main branch sort of thing, right? And so yeah, what you said is correct. But yeah, effectively it's not just about having the code be a part of the code in the main branch. It's also that you get this commit history like merged together.
So you get all the history, all previous history.
Yeah. So you'll see in a second, right? Like as we're going to create this pull request now, and if we don't have any conflicts and it just straight merges, I'm going to show you the git log of the main branch, and you'll see all of your commits from this in the main branch. And yeah, okay, let's just say Holden first first pull request after so like if you're in a company, again, we're just trying to like, I'm just trying to show you like what you properly would do. Like my team is called JIO, Jules in for an ops, and you'd be like Jules in for an ops, like, you know, ticket 555, add challenges API and front end or something. Do you know what I mean? And so then what happens usually is you have like a little bot that understands this ticket number is a thing, and then it links it to the ticket in your like your Jira, your issue tracker sort of deal. And so that's like how you do it, you know, here. But in this one, we're just going to call it like Holden add challenges API and front end, and save that. Cool. And then again, you wouldn't, if you're being a good conscientious person, you don't just leave an empty like message. You're like, you know, implemented, you know, / challenges CRUD, rudimentary CSS, compiles, because we don't have tests yet, but like you should like try and tell people that you've like run tests and that they've passed, you know. So yeah, and as well, GitHub and GitLab, they all understand markup, so you get like nice bullet point formatting and all
That's
that stuff.
good. Yeah.
So I'm gonna merge this in, and we need to add a git ignore because this idea. Okay, that's fine. I love this. This code, I was looking at you. I was looking at this code because I sometimes like check in on your branch just to like see how you're doing, like aside from any of the code that we're doing. And I love this. This is really pretty. It's very nice.
Good. Nice. Yeah.
Similarly, like all this code is like just miles and miles better than the stuff that you were producing even 2 weeks ago. So you should be pleased with yourself, man. Looks
Hey. Hey, what's up? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. All right. Okay, cool. And then, yeah. Okay. All this stuff is good. And I'm not going to change. I don't think actually I'm even going to need to do much of a commit afterwards to clean things up. Like it looks great. So we're going to
Nice.
whack the green button on this guy, merge pull request, confirm merge.
Huge.
Cool. And then we're not going to delete the branch. Usually, so what happens is if you have like 40 people working on a repo together, you end up with like literally thousands of branches super quick, because it's like, you know, n times 40 like becomes thousands like super duper quickly. So usually it just like you would auto delete your branch afterwards, because all the history and all the value from that branch is now merged into master, so you don't really need it anymore. For us, I think it would be quite nice to like look back at them and see what the code was like at the time that we decided to move into master, you know?
Right, because we have like 3 branches, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe, you know, in a year's time, like you'll be able to go back and like look at the stuff that you did and be like, "Ha, look at this fucking noob, I'm so much better than this guy," sort of thing, you know? I'm sure it's always...
Yeah, I do that every week. I look back and I'm like, yeah, what was that fucking idiot doing?
That will never stop, trust me. I've been doing this for 15 years now, and I looked at some code the other day and I was like, who the fuck wrote this? And then I git blamed it, and it was me. I was like, who wrote this fucking garbage? It was 100% me. So there you go.
Yeah.
Cool. So to show you what I mean, right now we're on the master branch again. And I've got this lovely Git log that like shows you over here like how the branch like split. Do you see what I mean? Like it shows you know
Yeah.
what I was trying to draw here.
That's
It
good.
like
Yeah, yeah.
it legit does that for you, which is nice. So yeah, look, this is yeah. So we branched off the code review. Remember when I code reviewed you? This is this here, but you can see there's no merge back in. It didn't come back in because we never merged it into your branch, which is great. Like it's just it's so visual. It looks great. And then here is like okay, cool. We yeah. Or maybe did you
Yeah,
merge it
looks
in?
good.
Yeah, and then
No, I
anyway,
did
like,
not. Yeah.
yeah. So up here, you can see like we merge it into master, and now fucking merge pull request 1 from Billy Otters, like fucking Holden. Let's go. All right, cool. So,
Yeah.
so now, given that,
Merged all
yes,
those fonts into main, dude. Let's go.
yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, I see. Okay, so there is a. Wait, have I got 2 of them open now? Yeah, I do. Whoops, that's annoying. Let's get rid of paint for a second as well. Let's save. Let's get rid of Blitz and League. Because I'm going to start tabbing.
Wait, you don't want to queue up for another one right now?
Mate, once we're done with this, trust, we're
Yeah, sure.
cool. So there's a really neat thing that I've been meaning to show you from Go Temple. That, oh, do I not have reverse search in this? Huh. Just wonder if I've ever done it. I guess no, I don't have reverse search, so this is less helpful. But okay, cool. So the good people at Go Temple, you know, we had that annoying thing where every time you do something, you need to recompile your template to like make the update happen.
Yeah.
Like we don't have to do that anymore. So I'm going to show you how.
Well, that's no way.
Yeah. I just didn't want to. This is kind of like it's a little bit magical. Basically, what it is, it's like a file watcher, and it just it runs and it just watches your file. And if there's ever an update to the file at all, it just like runs the generate thing for you. And it's automatically, continuously doing that for you. You know. So let me just find it because it is. There we go. Library loading. This is the guy. So.
Is this something I do on my end too? On my machine?
Yeah.
This is like I run the code and then I do this before I start working on anything and I'm good for the rest of the session. I do this once a session.
Yeah. Watch this. Yeah. Oh wait. Hold on.
Okay, sick.
Oh weird. Wait. What? Oh, that's so cool. It's like made a web browser in my.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I've never seen that. That's okay for some reason because it's okay. But here now, I should be able to go to localhost. There we go. Cool.
Nice.
Right. What's
Check
awesome
out that styling, dude. It's beautiful.
What's awesome about this though, right, is cool. So we go in here. Let's go in here, right? And let's just add some shit. Yeah. Let's just be like fuck. Okay, let me save the file, right? So wait. Why is that not? Hold on a second. Should have. Oh wait, maybe it doesn't. Huh.
Did you add that the players your challenges?
That's so random. No, I don't want to. Wait 1 second. Let me see if I could. This works perfectly on my Mac. I don't think I've ever done this on my Windows machine, so you're going to have to give me a second to figure out. Can I just. If I give it like. Okay. And then. Maybe I can.
Yeah, that is annoying, dude. Hate when that happens.
Yeah.
So relatable. Yeah, and I'm part of the crew. Yeah, yeah.
So strange. It usually. Usually, right, okay. On my Mac, it literally just gives me a little thing saying that. One second. But I don't want to. Wait, hold on. How about I don't want to like proxy? How about that? Can I just do this? Okay. And then. It's running. But it's not. Well, this is annoying because I was like when I figured this out, it's like, whoa, this is so fucking handy. Like, oh my god. Loads the current directory for changes. Okay, so what happens if I temple generate? Just okay. Now go and wait, aren't I supposed to see something? Is it
Should
inside?
click the challenges button. See.
Oh! Oh! That's what it fucking is. I was like, why is it? Okay, okay. So we should be able to.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. 1 second. So let's hopefully then let's save that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
Roll your face on the keyboard. Yeah, yeah. Good.
see, there you go.
Ah, there we go.
There we go. So what's cool about this, right, is now let's do something a little bit even more crazy. Let's be like, let's just put like a div. Let's just div. Yeah, div. Oh my god. Hate when things try and be too fucking clever and help you. It's like fuck off. Like text edit on my own. You know? Div. The goblins had me. There you go. And so then I do this. Yeah. So look, this is like fucked up everything,
Nice.
but like cool. So,
Yeah, it's beautiful, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, cool.
Yeah, good
So,
stuff, dude.
cool. So this did work in retrospect. Let's actually. Here's another trick in this. You can just be like roll back, Control Alt Z, and then just roll back, and it'll take you back to how it was in Git before anything happened. So yeah, let's just run back over that now that this actually works, right? So go to here and read that. That will teach you all you need to know about what is happening there. But yes, there is a command where you can like watch your local folder, and it will auto-generate the changes for you in your template. Okay, which is nice, and it makes this whole process. You get to lock in a lot more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
A lot more locked. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like so the software development lifecycle. You'll hear the term SDLC sometimes by product managers and stuff. The thing that you should try and concentrate on just as a dev is trying to like tighten that loop, like shorten the amount of time that it takes you to do a thing and make that feel more natural and more flowing, because the more you can flow into like doing stuff like that, the more just overall comfortable you're going to be if you're going to do this for hours on end, you know.
Sure.
Okay, so we said we were going to do databases. We have been fucking around doing absolutely everything but databases. So
Sure. True.
let's start with databases. So I'm just gonna start rolling into a notepad, and we can I'll figure it out as I go, sort of thing. So let's double star this one because it's title. So databases. It's a separate program that stores data. Usually has a query language, right? Good at storing structured data or unstructured, depending on the store that you use.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by depending on the store that you use?
Yeah, so for example, let's tab this. So SQL is structured query language. That's what that stands for. And SQL standard is tabular and columnar based. Okay, we're going to come back to that in a second. All right, just so in a NoSQL database, let's see. It's a broad term because anything can be NoSQL. It's just it doesn't have to be SQL, do you know? But like you can store. Well, think about it. Like, think about all of the different types of data that you have. Like, I think that it's very easy to like think about things as like an Excel spreadsheet. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's effectively what SQL is, right? Like, you've got a table, and the orientation of data is columnar. Like, we care about the columns. Like, you know, you'll be like, get me all of the people named Holden in this database, for example. Like, and that it's the column that we're like querying through, right? So a NoSQL database could store JSON. It could store JSON without a schema, right? So it could be like you could just store any old shit in there. So like key one could be a JSON thing with it's like, you know, hello, with a value of like world. And then like key number 2 could be like hi, the value of 2, and low with a value that's a complete another JSON object, right? Like, and so there's no schema between these two objects. In the first index of your thing, you've just got this. In the second one, the only thing that's like shared between these two things that are being stored is that they're both JSON, right? So like that, it's still structured data, but it's like it's without a schema. Sorry, let's JSON without a schema. But there are databases that store all sorts of shit. You can have databases that store images. You can have databases that store blobs of binary that literally could be anything from a computer program itself to just random junk. So yeah, you will see this as you develop and mature as an engineer, that SQL runs the world, and mostly everything is built with a SQL backend. But not always. And there's lots of very legit circumstances where you would use something that's not SQL. And those circumstances are when, for example, you don't need to do something with a query language, right? There are some times where all you need to know is the index of the thing. So you need to know that you're just getting, you know, get me... It's like, if you imagine it's like a Python dictionary, right? Like all you're capable of doing is getting like position 1, right? Or like this key is, fucking hit that insert key again. Val is equal to dict at 1, right? Whereas SQL's not like that. SQL is like the val is equal to, you know, select staff from my database where this complex condition is true. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a big difference between these, and then and not to like muddy the water, but yeah, there's legit circumstances why you'd have a NoSQL database versus a SQL database. So yeah, that's just kind of like a broader commentary on all this sort of stuff. The reason why you and I are going to be using SQL is because, firstly, well, I mean, look at our fucking app for one.
Yeah. Yep. Looks like a SQL database. Yep.
Looks like a big table, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
You know, so we got, you know, table of things here, table of things here. Like this just, it lends itself, it marries itself to the concept of having a tabular again, table like this, columnar again, because we care about, you know, the name of the person or the object. Do you know what I mean? Like this is the orientation is columnar, and so yeah, SQL suits us perfectly. And also there's going to be some points in the future where we are going to write some queries like, you know, select star from players where LP is greater than, you know, 1500 or whatever, and you know, last name is I think you do it like this, right? Others, and
Yeah, 1500 LP, mate. That's quite good.
Insane, yeah. And obviously this returns 0 rows, but no, I'm kidding. But yeah, no. So you know, we're gonna like at some point in the future, we're gonna need to do some like pretty interesting queries, and SQL is really, really good at that. Like it's really fast and it's very ergonomic to express yourself in this language. So yes, moving on. So that is kind of the database preamble. Let's have a look at SQL, and specifically SQLite, which is what we're going to be using. 3. So let's see. So sorry, taking a sip of my drink. Cool. So just collecting my thoughts for a second here. I just want to like think about how I like attack this and how we get good value out of what I'm about to say. So have you ever worked with a database before at all, ever?
Yes, I did the MongoDB. So I did the NoSQL before.
There you go.
And I did I think I've touched something else, but yeah, very limited experience. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. Good. That's good. The cool okay, so SQLite is what
I used actually I remember I used my SQL workbench a lot.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Maybe a lot's not the right word, but I'm semi familiar with it.
Yeah. So SQLite is what it says it is. It is SQL, but light. And what does that mean? Fully featured implementation of SQL. So it has all the bells and whistles, same as Postgres, same as MySQL, same as Oracle DB. It has all the same features. Like it's you know, super duper heavyweight and powerful in that regard. Like this is not a toy, but it's, you know, why it is light though is that doesn't need to be deployed as a separate program. It can be embedded, which is what we're going to do today. Doesn't fast to develop with because of the lack of let's just use the full term here, infrastructure needed to deploy. However, there are better choices at scale. And as we grow, we will switch to Postgres. Let's just say Postgres. Postgres has made me hundreds of thousands of dollars throughout my career. It's like the database that I know the best and know the most. So we will probably end up using that. But if you have any strong feelings about using something else, then I am not completely married to the idea that we use Postgres. But so it's a fully featured SQL. It's embedded, so we're going to like open the connection from inside of our Go program, and we're not going to have to like run a Docker container or anything to facilitate like running SQLite. It's just going to be inside of our Go code, and that's what I mean by it can be embedded. And so that is fast to develop with. It means that like we're not going to fuck around now for the next 25 minutes, like doing a bunch of other stuff that's not related to actually developing queries and storing data. We're just going to like boom, put the library in and we're just off, we're off to go, but in the future, what we're getting, the trade-off for that is that we're going to have to do something again in the future to make this production scale.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. Is everything I said so far make sense? You got any questions? Is there anything that you want to talk about?
Yeah, no, the only question I was going to ask is if we were going to switch to something later, and you answered that at the end, so that was, I'm good. I'm ready to roll.
Yeah. And so yeah, I think we're at a point now where I could ramble into a notepad for another 10 minutes, but I think probably what is higher value is if we just start doing this shit.
Yeah.
And full disclosure, I know what I'm about to do, but I obviously have not practiced any of this. So we're about to go and like read some manuals and like pick some libraries and like do. So this is not going to be like me polished, like bashing through stuff real quick. We're gonna, yeah.
Yeah. Is it ever like that?
Sometimes,
yeah.
I mean, sometimes, yeah. I think the thing is that I'm slow because I'm teaching. Like, I always think that I'm racing through stuff, but I don't know. Anyway.
No, we're chilling. Yeah.
Cool. So, right. So the main function, we're gonna start. Let's open some ChatGPT. SQLite 3 in Go Lang. And I'm going to go, this is the one. Cool. This is what I've used before. I clicked on that. What the fuck? And just so that I can keep my temple command running, I'm going to just open a new tab and we're going to hex. Cool. Pulling this in. To initialize, this is all dumb shit that we don't need to know. I just want to see the opening usage of this thing. No. Initialize DB for me. I've done this in whole Bilyalak, but I also I don't want to keep on cribbing off of myself from that project because as much as I really like the code that I wrote there, there are some things that I feel, how do I put this? I think it was James Joyce, and I'm not by any means saying that I'm like a famous author or any good at code or anything like this, but James Joyce said that he wrote out like his favorite novels, like he just like copied them out onto like a page because he wanted to know the feeling of like, you know, writing a famous novel, like what it would feel like to actually write that famous novel. And the reason why I'm like talking about this is I think that every time that like you go from a blank slate, you learn something new and different to kind of get to where you're going, you know? So, yes, this is the bit that I wanted to steal, because, yes, so what we're going to do is initialize a database, and then what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to pass that connection to our stuff. So that's going to require a little bit of like, you know, some code, some architecture, and things like that. So I'm just going to get this plumbed in, and then we can figure out how we put the queries into our challenges and into our players.
Okay.
So func init db. Let's just say it doesn't take an arg right now. That's fine. I don't like that macro. It's actually not that. Okay. Defer db.close. And this is complaining that this doesn't have... Oh, interesting. I'll stick that inside a log fatal, and then that should give me the... Sorry, my already the ID is doing that thing where it's like not... I might actually just switch. I know I threatened to do this last time as well, but I might switch over to my MacBook because I'm so much more comfortable and faster on it. But okay, cool. So, a few things that I want to name is a string. Do we do it that way or is it the other way? Yes. Okay. Name is a string. Cool. We are going to hard code this for now, but when we get to the environment variable stuff, well, one day we're going to need to change this over to be like Postgres, right? So we want to parameterize this as well. What you'll learn going forward from here is that if you see something like this is called a hard-coded value, and this is bad. This is bad because it means that you have to recompile your program every time that you want to make a change to this sort of thing. So good programmers extract this stuff and stick it in like a config file that sits outside. Think about like how StarCraft works. You know, there's a .ini file that, you know, .ini that has all of your configuration settings for your like rapid fire keys and all that sort of thing. We're going to be doing exactly the same thing for Hextech Challenge.
Clash.
Cool. So Hex Clash, my bad. Sorry, it's just because I'm looking at the challenge in front of my face so much. Cool. So, and then we're going to be good programmers. Okay, actually, because we're going to take a little bit of a leap here, and we're actually going to just start doing the structured logging like now, because it's not that much of a jump, and it looks so much better once you've got it going. So yeah, here we go. Cool. So when our program starts up, we want to initialize our connection with our DB before we do anything else, because our app is complete garbage if it doesn't have data, right? So this is critical. This is one of the most important things that can happen. So no, I've brain fucked myself. There we go.
No, it's good.
Yeah. So like this. Do not show hints for this method. Okay, cool. And actually, I think, oops. Oh, you actual, oh my God. DD P. Thank fucking God. Jesus Christ. Okay. Cool. Okay. So, yeah. Wait. I'm wondering, is there an S log phase? Or no? That's interesting.
What's a S log?
Structured log. So in Go 1.22, which is the penultimately most recent one, so I'll show you in a second, basically, right? Like when we log, all we're kind of printing out is like whatever the log line is. So like say we have an error here, right? And like what you'd see is error opening database and then the error, right? What the structured logger does is it adds a bunch of like metadata effectively. So you get like a little timestamp and you get like little other things that like help you debug. Yeah, we're just going to go and I'll run the program in a second. You'll totally understand what I mean. Like versus what you saw before when the program ran, because you remember what it looks like when the program starts up, right? Like it just like prints some stuff. It's like prints this like starting server on port, you know. So it's gonna look different now. It's gonna look a lot more like shiny and cool. So oh wait, no, so this is logger dot logger dot info. Yeah, thank you. Cool. Is there? You doing all right?
Yeah. I'm good.
No, we're gonna just in this instance, we're gonna keep that one the same. I'm gonna keep this one the same as well. But yeah, this is going to be. Actually, can't you just 1 second? Does it ever go smoothly? Fuck you, Holden, piece of shit.
Am I right or am I right?
Fucking bitch. Yeah, no, you're right. Cool.
Yeah, that was critical for the tutorial, by the way. Yeah.
Just so people on YouTube know that I'm completely fucking inept. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're going to see something different now. We're going to see info db. Wait, is it info f? Wait, how do I? 1 second. Okay. I forget how you do the. I'm just going to quickly go and look at the structured log. I see. Okay. Yeah, cool. So, yeah, it's this. So, it's this kind of... It accepts a variadic argument, so you can put, like, as many args after this as you want. And it, like, pairwises them into, like, a structured log. So, let me show you what that looks like. And it all make a bunch of sense. So, db initialized. And then we want to have a field called db name, and then it's going to be the name, right? And so now, hopefully, when we go back here, we're going to kill our little running file server. Yep, there we go. Run some stuff again. Cool. Here we go. So unknown driver. Cool. Yes, because we did forget to import something.
It's like the GitHub one. GitHub SQL QL3 or something.
Yes, yes. This guy.
I heated up some pizza if you want some. All right, cool. Thank you.
What up, Reese? That
No,
wasn't your level, was it?
no, 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 it wasn't.
That just would have been cool if it was, though, you know?
No, he's like a whole nother state over. He's like 6 hours away from me right now.
Oh, damn, damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
I
and your
know,
fucking
man.
Time Lord shit, that's crazy. Start.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. So you see all this bad key shit that it's saying here. It's because this style of string interpolation don't work anymore. So bad key, weird. Let's get rid of the temple generator stuff for a second because I just want to be like go run dot. Wow. It really takes forever to start. What the hell? Why is it taking so long?
Maybe it's just the first compile some new changes or something.
Yeah,
Big,
maybe.
big, big change with the
No.
database.
Go not
No,
tidy. There's something up here. Something going on. I don't know what's up. Wait, are we... Is it like throwing an error or something? What's going on? What? Huh. This is weird. Maybe my terminals all fucked up. Close all for a second. Let's... Interesting. Huh. Okay. Yeah, maybe it was just having a funny 5 minutes, I guess. There we go. Cool. And starting server. Port. Cool. Once more, hopefully. Oh, okay. No, we do get an error of some description. Weird. Weird. Why is that? I wonder why that's happening. What happens if we breakpoint this? You know what a breakpoint is, right? You've seen that before, right?
uh,
Woo! Okay. So a breakpoint, right, is you have a normal way of like running and compiling your code, and then there's a debug way of running and compiling your code where you can like put these little like stop markers in, and the Go runtime will pause at that point for you, and then you can look at all the shit that's going on. So look, like you see over here, it's telling me which functions are in the stack at the moment, like which like how you got into where you are, and then it'll even like it even goes into like the Go runtime, so you can see like the actual assembly if you wanted to of like what's being executed. So it's very sick.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, really, really,
Yeah,
really
they
cool.
showed us this breakpoint stuff like for a week in Intro to Comp Sci 2 or whatever, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, I don't know, I just never seemed to need it since then.
I know what it
Is that
is.
something you use? Do you use it a lot for work? That?
Yeah. I mean, not me now so much because I'm an infrastructure guy and I don't really spend a lot of time actually writing and debugging computer programs. Yes, I find this incredibly helpful in every single language that I write. The Python debugger is amazing. The Golang one is really, really good, and the Java one is kind of the one that like everybody like looks up to because it's just that good, you know. So I figured out the problem. It is because of this.
Okay.
So what we're going to do. So what is happening, right? I'll show you. Is if we run this, we immediately exit, right?
Right.
Because what's happening is we hit this function here, and at the end of it, we call defer, which just means that once this function's exits, we just close the connection to the DB, which exits the program for us effectively. And because we're doing this log fatal here, it exits with code 1. So it looks like it had an error, but it's actually just my really bad code is making this happen. So yes, we're going to do something like okay. Come on, give me the fucking context action. You know what I want to do. There we go. Okay. No. So it returns a pointer to a SQL DB and an error. Like so. Okay. Cool. So we can't have the defer statement in here because as soon as this finishes, what we want to do, right, is we want to be like, we want to have the defer statement here. So to do that, we need to did I not comment? And actually, I really don't like this is just a stylistic thing for now. Okay, give me a second here. Just oops, I accidentally. Cunt. No, it's fine. I'm just gonna. No, I want to ignore. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I'm actually, yeah. I don't care about what. Oh no, I do care about that actually. 1 second. So I'm gonna do like this. DBs. DB panic. Exiting. Non-zero.
Yeah, I like that too. Mhm. Weird. Cool. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm feeling great, dude. What is this? I was tapped out for a second. I tapped back in. What are you looking for? Hey, wait. You still recording or no? Oh, okay, okay. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I like these. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, woo! This is good. Dude, I mean, come on. This one's gonna suck so bad. This one's gonna be so bad.
Dale, ¡venía, cuidado! ¡Osa, gordo! ¡Ah, se va a caer! ¡Se va a caer! ¡Te vas a caer,
Okay, okay, I'm
gordo!
back.
Dale, gordo,
Unexpected
dale,
or
dale.
not?
Dale, gordo.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
Pull me out, pull me
dude.
out,
Ooh.
pull me out.
It's crazy. Dude, what, how is that even possible, actually? I don't get it. Like, if you're scraping yourself like that, wouldn't it just rip skin off? How do you yeah, I mean, that was a road, not a water slide, dude. How's he what? Yeah, okay. Alright, alright. Are we getting back to the code? Oh, yeah, work logs, yeah. But yeah, those were some interesting work logs, yeah, yeah. Good. I'll learn something. Okay. What's next? Yeah, yeah, that sounds good. Wait, wha why do you have, is it yeah. Ah, I see. Oh, it's official now. Very cool. Yeah, yeah, but put that in the recording. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Nelson, a little sleepover for the weekend? Oh. Nice. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Is there some collision between? Well, no, we deleted the other player's thing. Yeah, player's spot. Is it? It's not because the table we created to get the file to the look. Okay. Or players dot next. What's the next? What is the next? What is that? There's a lot of stuff happening all of a sudden. It's familiar, yeah, yeah. Mm. So we make a request, and now we're doing stuff with the request. Uh, Huge. Oh, so we'll refactor this and make it really clean, is what you're saying? Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We just put this all we put that all right there in the struct, and then it reads it later when we do the oh, okay. Is that another package, or is that something we already have? Is that like something else we have to install later? Okay. Yeah, true. Oh shit. It's been the 5 minutes since your dog. Yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. I hope he doesn't get sick, you know. I said that you asked me about the 5 minutes, and I set a timer for it, and I set a timer, and it didn't make a noise. Can you believe that? And I was just sitting here looking at the clock, and I was like, dude, I think it's been like 20 minutes. Yeah, true. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. Okay. What was Nelson up to? Yeah. Yeah, I would do the same thing, man. I'd do the same. Yeah, yeah. Meatball sub, man. Yo. Good, dude. Okay. Yeah. Mm, mhm. Okay. Mm, okay. Okay, nice. Mm. To prevent the issues you were talking about before, where if your PM goes through a bunch of changes and then you end up like deleting something and then but you still have the query on your site, the customer hits it and causes the error. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That's gotta be an int, dude. That's not a text. That's an int. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah, that's very true. Sure. Yeah. Oh, so there's a lot of alternatives to this goose. Is this just the one you find is good? Tons. Okay. Okay, good deal. A week. I'm gonna up the pace. Don't you worry. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, agreed. Lots of new imports. Yeah, that's critical. Critical to the tutorial. Install for which? Oh, thought you did also. Well, yeah, 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 yeah. In the goose character. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Sick, but Goose dies though, so yeah, okay, okay, yeah. Okay, true, 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 true. Yeah, Goose, yeah, bad guy. So this avoids hard coding or no? This environment variable or oh wait, this goes in the to avoid the hard coding eventually goes in some environments file or some config file. Okay, be the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why is it SQL Lite 3 instead of SQL Lite 3? You know what I mean? There should be a second out there. It's been kind of messed up, I think. But that's what it is, you know, messed up. In what specific, in what context? Log lines or best practices. Yeah. Well, what is this thing you pulled up? Yeah, yeah. Yep. That's very nice. That is very nice. Right. Do you pay for that yourself? Is it expensive? Yeah, yeah. Right, right. Do you only use it for Go, or do you use it for anything else? Oh, the JetBrains, the whole package is a 150? That's actually not bad, 150 for the whole JetBrains is pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. Sure, sure, sure. Sounds good. Yeah, I think I'll like eat real quick and then maybe I'll have time for a game, 2, 1 or 2. And eventually what I gotta go through all of the API calls for everything and adjust them for the new database. Yes, and yeah. I think at some point our homepage should be the challenges page and you should clicking on the details for challenge should bring up more stuff and then you should be able to have something similar to our players page where you're adding players to the specific challenge instead of players being a list for just the entire site. You know what I mean? All right. Okay. So just that we don't get the error with every other player. Yeah, yeah. Are we getting it now with uh something with when we were first writing that Hextech Clash DB, we had the underscore and deleted it. Oh, okay. No way, mate. Oof. Is it because you have the drop table there? Oh, well, this looks good. Okay. Mhm. Right. Mhm. Product manager. Boom. Boom. You have the history for it. Mhm. So this database migrations is kind of similar to Git in general, isn't it? But just for databases instead of like code stuff. Sort of, yeah. True. You can go type this in manually. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. 1500, man. Might want to uninstall, dude. Yeah, that would have been kind of cool to watch, yeah, or listen to, yeah. Sometimes I mean, like, just know you for 4 years and just you have a mental break, and now it's just like, "Huh, I wonder what's next for our friendship." It did an error? Why didn't on the local host, why did the green not show up? Like, it shouldn't it be green below the table too? It looks like it's not loading the I don't know, it looks like it's not loading the whole page or something. I guess that's just all the elements just take up that space, so it's the the page height that's actually being loaded is small. Mm. Oh, so it just like gives us the error or something, or what? Oh, that sentence doesn't sound like it's a positive thing. Silently failing. Does the order for the scan thing matter? Like if you have MMR before age, does that change things? Okay. Eventually we'll have some refactor of that, right? So it'll be nice. Interesting. Are you on the players or challenges on the local host? Okay, that's good. That's good. No, no. Yeah, a lot of good progress. Well, we're at the end, aren't we? Well, Well, so there's some error with the scan? Is that what that means? Is it something as simple as just, like, the names in the columns are capitalized or something, or the order? There's supposed to be 7? What, how many are ID? Oh, and we added the TikTok URL. So it's expecting, uh just delete the whole thing, yeah. Yep. Is it as text in this in SQL or is it string? You write it as text like that? Uh, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I forgot about that. Yeah, I got a degree, yeah. I totally know what I'm doing. Can you believe that? Yeah, it feels good. You have 2 names in there now. And yeah, the TikTok URL. And it doesn't have to be capped the same on the struct as it does over there on the database? Or I guess that's the database we just deleted, right? So it doesn't even matter? Yeah, yeah, interesting. Yes. Yes, it was. Yeah. In the struct. Oh. Yeah, I'll fix that. I mean, not fix, I'll change everything. Same. This is good stuff, dude. Okay, yeah. Well, your key binds are bothering you. I know, yeah. Yeah, dude, I tried to change my camera hotkeys for 2 weeks, and it just felt awful. Uh, yeah, with the function hotkeys instead of my janky setup, but I've been using my same janky setup for, like, 4 years straight, so I was just so good at it. I was playing tournament games, and I'd just be, like, clicking the wrong camera. Take me 3, 4 tries to hit the right camera. And then since I'm not used to using function hotkeys, I gotta put the function keys. I gotta put my finger back on where they normally are supposed to be, but I've never had to practice that before, so then I'm just missing my regular hotkeys too. Yeah, yeah. I just changed back, dude. I couldn't do it. Uh, yeah, yeah, no. Do 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 do. We gotta go back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, what? I guess I'll just light myself on fire. Wait, is it not? So something? It's not doing the request. Uh, does it have to write it to the screen or something? Did we remove some or something where the context it's not writing to context anymore? Or interesting. Mm, what? Oh, dude, we're dude. This is why you don't do it, man. Like, thank you for the lesson, mate. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Oh, you didn't click it. Yeah, yeah. I'm learning so much, dude. Oh. 100 uh, 123 years old is crazy, dude. When you finally get grandmaster, yeah. 500. What? What? Name, age, team. Oh, you got MMR and team are flipped. Oh, nice. Dude, you looked like such a wizard when you did that. Yeah. Whoa. It's pod racing. Yeah, yeah, whatever, man. It's so cool. Yeah, you better put a high MMR for me, dude. Let's see what you come up with here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks for rounding up for me, champ. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's straight to right, right. I'm a non-profit. Yeah, I do it. I don't do it for the money. 6K. Holy dude, I've never gained 300 MMR faster in my life. That's so good. 12. I lost 10 years of my life. Dude, I hit the 6K MMR faster than Rainer did. Maybe I should go pro, dude. Imagine if I was actually 12 years old and 6,000 MMR. I'd actually be the biggest prodigy since Max Packs, dude. It's actually insane how many players come up that are Max Packs' age and they hit 6K MMR, and then 3 years go by and they're 6.1. And Max Pax was 12 years old, like 6K, and then he was 12 years and 2 months, and he was like 7K, and he was winning stuff. That's what it felt like, basically. You just found out next year. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When you wanted to say something important to me or whatever. Okay, good. I don't know, man. I'm glad that's in the recording though. No, man. Yeah. I actually don't know the reason why. I assume it's because he just doesn't feel like it. Well, because he's also got that pressure on him. It's not just like if someone with anxiety went to a tournament. It's like if someone, not that I know he has anxiety, right? But it's like thousands and thousands of people are expecting you to show up and just perform right out of the gate. And if you don't, you're going to get hate for it on the internet for the next 6 months, since there's no tournaments anymore. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like, "Huh, wonder what happened to Bill," and then the next day you'd be like, "Yes, my dog fucking died." That would suck, dude. Never even got to meet Nelson in person before. How does he do with new people? Like, oh, good. We actually did. This is good stuff. That gives me so much joy. Like, we're actually gonna get this done, dude. 2 weeks, man. Yeah, we're gonna deploy it, and we're gonna have thousands use this, you know? Like, it's gonna be big. Yeah. Oh, that sounds nice, yeah. 180 kph or mph? mph. Oh my god. 180 pH, mph, dude, nah. Yeah, stick that in the recording, mate, yeah. Yeah, if you wanna learn how to code, if you wanna be good like Billy, you gotta do 180 mph on the interstates. Yeah, man. Nope. Yep. 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 Read. Yeah. And only I can save the world from alright, yeah, yeah. Is to stop the recording or to push it? Mhm. Mm. Yeah. What so what is the idea files? Is it to do with, like, your Vim commands or something, or yeah, that's good. Yeah. I guess we didn't get to, CSS today. I'll be around tomorrow and the weekend and stuff, the next week and the week after that one, so we'll get it eventually. I'm kinda thinking I really need to just lock in on something, and this would probably be a good thing to just log in on and spend hours every day for a couple of weeks to do. Sure. Looks good.